How's it going, guys? It's Doc. Today, I am going to take you through my $0 to $1 million Bitcoin plan. I've shared this with my private Discord, which there will be a link down below, exactly how I'm going to leverage myself into this next halving cycle with the goal of hitting $1 million in Bitcoin. Okay, we're not going to waste any time. But before we get started, if you guys don't mind, follow me on Twitter, InvestWithDoc, or subscribe here on YouTube. Okay, so how are we going to get $1 million Bitcoin bag? And no, this is not hyperbole. This is our goal going into the next halving cycle. So right now, Bitcoin, it's sitting right around $66,000, mid 60s, right? We wicked down here to 59,000 just a couple weeks ago. Also, for those that are wondering, we are on the 2-week candle timeline. So when do I start buying Bitcoin, right? Because I sold the majority of my Bitcoin Q4 2024, okay? And why did I do that? Well, pretty much based off kind of some of the data in this tweet. I'm going to break it down for you really, really easily. These Bitcoin cycles, they are very, very predictable. So for example, the high that we had here in 2007, the all-time high was in December of 2017. And approximately 1 year later, we had the Bitcoin bottom, right? It hit the bottom about 12 months later, okay? Same thing with the 2021 cycle, right? Bitcoin hit a new all-time high in Q4 of 2021. So, right, that's the post-halving year, and then bottomed out about a year later, same Q4, 1 year later. This most recent cycle, the exact same pattern just kept repeating, right? We peaked Q4 of the post-halving year, just like we did the last two cycles. So we can extrapolate this data and say that we hypothetically should bottom around Q4 of 2026, right? If you look at this poly market picture, everybody, the three highest months, October, November, December, i.e. Q4, is when people are predicting that Bitcoin will bottom, right? Bitcoin best month, right? They're talking about best month to buy. This thing is saying, right, Bitcoin probably won't bottom until Q4 2026, okay? So how do we get there, right? How are we going to leverage our Bitcoin? Well, you can see right here, I have this red line, and this says 55,000, right? Because I suspect Bitcoin is going to fall roughly to 55,000, right? I don't have a crystal ball. And speaking of this, I can't give you financial advice. None of this is financial advice. But I would not be surprised if we fell into the $50,000 range between now and the end of 2026, right? You see that over here, there's some support. I can move my head. There's some support in this area, right? We had some resistance at some point, a nice little floor right around this 50th, mid 50s range. So I would not be expected if we fall to the mid 50s by Q4. Okay. So that's what this block right here represents. This is the months of October, November, December of 2026. And maybe I should even just have it say like Q4 2026. So I'm expecting the bottom to happen somewhere in this area, right? Again, this is roughly Q4 of 2026. So if Bitcoin bottoms here, right in this area, we would say, okay, well then what happens next? Well, we have the Bitcoin halving, and I already know y'all are curious, when is the next Bitcoin halving? Well, it's roughly 2 years from now, right? 2 years and about a month and a half. So this is roughly when the Bitcoin halving is, okay? We want to buy before the Bitcoin halving, but we want to sell before this Q4 post-halving year, okay, which would be 2029. So our whole goal is between Q4 of 2026 this year to accumulate a bag and then sell by Q4 of the post-halving year, which is 2029. Okay, so everyone's following me so far. Well, you might be thinking like, Doc, this year, Bitcoin, it only did a 7.8x, right? From the bottom, right? From the very bottom to the very top, it did roughly a 7.8x, right? So this is, 681%, right? But percent is not the same as X. It's one more, right? So this is a 7.x from peak to bottom. Now, I don't know how high Bitcoin's going to go in the next halving and post-halving year, but I can tell you right now, it feels likely that it's going to be less than a 7.8x. Okay. So less than a 7.8x between Q4 of this year and the post halving in 2029. You might be thinking to yourself, like, okay, but Doc, well, how are you going to go, right? Your thumbnail, you're playing with us. How are you going to go from 0 to 100,000? Well, I'm not going from 0, right? Obviously, I'm going to have some money to invest, but my goal is to buy Q4 2026. Now, I'm not going to become a millionaire unless I put roughly 200 grand, do $200,000 worth of buying. Now, I know a lot of people don't have that. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to do it using call options. Okay. We're going to buy long call options. If you don't know what a call is, this gives you the right, but not the obligation to buy a certain stock at a certain price within a certain time frame. Okay. So we're going to use options to get there. Okay. Well, how are we going to use options? You might be asking. I'm glad you asked. Okay. Here, this is the micro strategy chart in green. Okay. So we're going to buy long options on micro strategy, but we're going to do this in a very specific way, right? We're not just willy-nilly doing this. Okay. So what we're going to do here is the last time Bitcoin was around this $50,000 mark, which, right, we said 50,000 was approximately this red line, right? Well, the last time Bitcoin was here, okay, MicroStrategy was roughly $60, right? You got to look way on the left side of the screen here. But when Bitcoin was around $50,000, right? Even when Bitcoin was here in the low 40s, MicroStrategy fell all the way down to like 69,000. Now it went lower, right? When Bitcoin was way lower, it actually went to like 20. Okay, that's over here. Now, I don't think we're going to get that low, but I do think MicroStrategy is going to fall into the $70 or $80 range. Okay, $70 or $80 range. So I am not going to be buying MicroStrategy right away. What I'm going to do is right here in Q26, I'm going to buy Bitcoin and I'm going to buy IBIT. Okay. So IBIT is the BlackRock ETF. It's just like holding spot Bitcoin. Yes, I know, not your keys, not your crypto, but it tracks Bitcoin almost identically, right? Okay. So I'm going to buy IBIT. I might even buy some before Q4, right? If the price dips into this $50,000 range. Well, then what am I going to do? Glad you asked. Around the start of the year, 2027, right? January-ish, I am going to convert, okay? I am going to convert approximately half of my bag, or excuse me, I'm going to convert 1/3 of Bitcoin to MSTR calls, okay? And I'm doing that like around the start of the year, right? Roughly the start of the year. Okay. So that's when that is going to be happening. Right around January 2027, right? That first Q1-ish area, I'm going to convert approximately 1/3 of my Bitcoin to MSTR calls. So you might be thinking like, Doc, why would you do that? Okay. So I asked Gemini, I talk about this in my Discord all the time, which again, by the way, Discord, totally free down below. We have nothing to sell you, just a solid group of folks who are talking about crypto and investing. So I said, hey, Gemini, for long call options, how much are they going to increase in value if the underlying stock doubles? Okay. So if the underlying stock doubles, given an IV of roughly 100%, which that is for MSTR, and a roughly 2.5-year option, like how much is that option going to increase? And they say, right, if a stock doubles on a really long leap and there's still a year left, you can almost 10x the value of the option. Okay. So we're going to talk about this. How are we going to do this? Right. Because it's saying, do we buy deep in the money? Do we buy at the money? Or do we buy out of the money? Right. And this, where we buy our call option, is really going to determine how well we do. So let's go back to the chart. And guys, if you have a question on options, like, okay, how do I do in options? What are options? Should I buy in the money, at the money, out of the money, hit me up on Twitter. Like, right, I'm here to help. I'm at InvestWithDoc. Or if you're really serious, join our free Discord. Again, free Discord. We have nothing to sell you. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do this is I am going to, if MicroStrategy falls into the $60, $70 range, which I think it's going to, I will be buying approximately $125 to $150 MSTR long calls. So I'll be buying long calls for MSTR, right? So let me edit this. Out of the money, around 150 strike on MSTR, and the expiration is going to be as long as I can go, which is probably 2.5 years. Okay. Probably 2.5 years, but you may not believe me. You might say like, I don't know if I'm jiving with that, Doc. Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to MSTR. Okay. And we are going to go options. And we are going to follow this up with the farthest strike date that we can go. So right now, the farthest strike date that we can go is December 2028. Okay. December 2028. That's roughly 2.5 years. Okay. Roughly 2.5 years. Well, I just told you I'm going to buy, or excuse me, I'm going to convert some of my Bitcoin, roughly a third of it, to MSTR calls around January 2027. Okay. So guess what? Let's do a little math. January 2027, that means they'll expire approximately middle 2029. Okay. Well, Doc, you just said Q4 post halving, Bitcoin's going to peak roughly Q4 2029, but your call options, gosh, they're going to expire maybe middle of 2029. Aren't you going to screw yourself? No, I'm not, because MSTR historically peaks roughly 6 months before Bitcoin does. Okay. So if Bitcoin's going to peak in Q4 of 2029, MSTR, and we're just painting with some broad strokes here, right? Like none of us can predict the future. I'm just telling you my plan. But if Bitcoin peaks Q4 2029, MSTR should peak middle to early 2029, right? That's where we get that 1.5 years. You can see the farther out that you can convert your Bitcoin to MSTR calls, like, right? You might do it in January, you might do it in February, you might do it in March. Well, the farther out that you do that, okay, the farther out that you do that, you give more time until it expires, thus giving yourself more chance to be right on the call. Okay, the other thing is, really quickly, I want to look up MSTR. Because I told you if the stock doubles, right? If the stock doubles, the leaps, the long options, they're going to like anywhere from 2 to 15x. Okay. Well, that's if the stock doubles. Okay. This is the cool part, or this is what I think is cool, right? You might not think this is cool. I think this is super cool. Let's say, for example, we come back here. I want to clear this. But if we measure from the low, and again, nobody's buying MSTR at the low, but if you do this, guys, that's like a 3,000% move. Okay. So all we need MSTR to do is like, are you telling me if we buy MSTR, I don't know, at $80, let's say we buy leaps at $80. Okay. And then I don't know, let's just say MSTR, let's say for some reason it doesn't even go up to half. Let's just say it goes up to 240. That would be a 3x. Okay. Personally, I think it's going to go higher, but if it 3x's, your options could go anywhere from like 10x to 20 or 30x. Now, this is a long video, longer than I want it to be. I'm obviously not doing this with all of my bag, okay? The reason I'm not doing it with all of my bag is because options are risky, right? There's a time component to options, and you got to get that time component right. So I don't know about you. I'm not trying to gamble, right? I'm trying to quite literally, that's my strategy of how I'm going to navigate this next Bitcoin cycle. No, none of this is precise. There's going to be some estimating because like we're predicting something several years in advance. All right. If you guys got any value out of this, I'd really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter at InvestWithDoc. Subscribe to me on YouTube, and I will see you guys on my next video.